everyone, my name is Shanicia Boswell and I'm the founder of Black Moms Blog, where we talk parenting culture and lifestyle from a Black mom's point of view.
Hello, my name is Cameron and this is my mommy. Her name is actually Shanicia Boswell.
I love to have these really open and honest conversations with her, and I had this great idea to start this web series called Conversations with My Daughter. You guys know that we are preparing for the period party coming at the end of the month. We're doing the menstrual drive this month, and so I figured that for our first web series, we would have a conversation about
me and her.
Well, yes, me and you, but what did I say we were going to talk about today?
Periods.
We're going to talk about periods. Okay, Cameron, what is a period?
A period is like the period, but
Just pointing down there. You know, what is it?
A period that is down here, that's where the baby comes from.
The baby does come from our vagina. You know, a baby comes out there. But what is a period? Do you know what a period is?
Oh, really? You didn't tell me before the video.
So how do I describe a period? Have you ever came in the bathroom and seen mommy and I have something red and you're like, what is that in your underwear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what that is, though.
That's a period.
Oh.
So
That's weird.
it's weird, y'all. I'm gonna try to describe what a period is in the best way that I can. A period, first, before I ask you that, remember we talked about how a baby is made?
Yeah.
How's a baby made?
A baby is made from a seed.
From a seed, and what happens to the seed? Where does it go?
It goes in a woman's body and made in the egg, so the egg grows.
Okay, so let's talk about that egg a little bit, right? You remember I told you the seed comes from the man, and the egg comes from the woman. This is how we've summed this up in 7-year-old world. The woman has an egg. Do you think that, how do I say this? So a woman has an egg, and the egg is fertilized by the seed, and the seed makes the egg grow, and that's how a baby is formed, right? The period are hormones that build up in the body. Hormones are like chemical reactors. They're like these things in your body that make you do weird things, right?
It's liquid. It's like liquid.
Is it liquid? I don't think it's liquid. Are hormones liquid? I don't know if they're liquid or not. I don't know if they're liquid. That's a good question. But the hormones, basically, they are produced in your body and they cause this lining to build up in your womb. Your womb is in your belly, or you even have a tiny little womb here, right?
What's a womb?
A womb holds the baby, so it's your inside of your belly.
I don't have a baby though.
No, you don't have a baby.
I'm a kid.
You're a kid, you don't have a baby, but babies are formed in the belly, right? Women form babies in their belly. The hormones release this lining, or it builds up this lining, and then at once a month, the lining comes out and it releases the egg.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Once the body builds up this lining, the lining in your womb, right? That's caused from the hormones.
Yeah.
It's ready for the fertilized egg. You remember what the egg does again? What does the egg do?
The egg makes a baby, but first the seeds had to go in it for the egg to grow to make the baby.
Okay, that's true. So the egg makes the baby, right?
Yeah.
So every month your body produces an egg and the lining is ready for the egg to attach. So think of it like if we have like something sticky on the wall and we throw a ball and the ball sticks to the wall.
Cool.
So that's what the egg does inside of your body. So the lining of the uterus is there, it's sticky, and then your egg is being thrown to stick on the wall. But if the egg doesn't, this is me making this up as I go, because I think this is a good way to describe it. So if your egg doesn't stick, if your ball doesn't stick to the wall, then the lining goes away. It's like, oh, well, it's not working. And so it sheds, and that causes a period. It makes you bleed. That's where the blood comes from.
Okay, that's creepy.
That's great. But did you know the red stuff is blood, right?
No, I didn't know that.
It's blood. How does that make you feel?
My hands is like,
So, okay, cool thing about periods, because that's probably kind of confusing, is that even though it sounds really scary, it's actually really cool because it's kind of like your beginning of womanhood moment, right? Every woman that you know, for the most part, has a period. And most girls, you're 7 years old. Yeah. Most girls get their period between 10 and 13 years old. So somewhere in between that time, I got mine at 12. And so you'll probably get yours around the same time that I got mine. And even though it's... Say it again?
Not a long time.
Not a long time, because you're how old?
7.
And when will you be 10 and how many years?
So I'm going to be 7 in 1 year.
Yeah. So from 7 to 10, how many years until you turn 10?
3 years.
3 years. I was struggling. I was like, oh no. She figured it out. So 3 years, you'll be 10 years old. How do you feel about getting your period?
A little bit creepy. Maybe a little bit scared and a little bit cool.
What do you think is cool about a period?
I actually didn't mean to say cool.
You didn't mean to say cool? Periods are really cool because a period is something that is like, you know, not everybody gets them, and it's something that should be celebrated as a woman. And when I was your age, I didn't have anybody to really talk to me about my body changing. Aww. And I just want to be able to talk to you about your body changing.
Oh, you must be lonely when you was a kid.
Okay. Maybe so. Maybe I was a little lonely as a kid.
Aww.
But I want to be there for you. And so I want to be able to have these talks with you because with your period coming in a few years, you're going to experience a lot of different bodily changes. You're going to be very emotional. Some days you're going to be really happy. Some days you're going to be really sad. Some days you're going to be really tired. And so I want to be able to talk to you about those things, okay?
All right.
So mamas, I encourage all of you to have this conversation with your daughters. Talk to them about their periods, and not just your daughters, but also your sons, because the more that you teach your sons about the woman body, the more he'll understand women in general too. So it's a good conversation for boys and for girls. And I want to invite you to come out to our period party that's happening at the end of this month. It's on February 29th here in Atlanta. And you can bring kids 9 and up to this party. I believe this conversation, learning about how your body works and your cycle, is something that's not just for adults, but also for our daughters and our sons, so that they feel like they have more support than maybe we had when we were growing up. Yes.
Yes.
I'm probably bringing Cam too. So if you have any type of videos that you would like to see for our new series, Conversations with My Daughter, leave them below and we'll talk about it.
Get a thumbs up.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.